Imagine standing on a battlefield, the roar of approaching tanks echoing like thunder. You're outgunned, outnumbered, and all that stands between you and the crushing steel of the enemy's advance is a weapon unlike any other. Today, we delve into the untold story of Soviet ingenuity and resilience, the Simonov PTR, the Soviet anti-tank rifle that became a legend. If you're a fan of military history, you won't want to miss this deep dive into the weapon that turned the tide of battle. In the early years of World War II, the Soviet Union faced an unprecedented challenge. German panzer divisions blitzed through the Eastern Front, their tanks proving nearly invincible against Soviet infantry. Artillery units, powerful but cumbersome, couldn't always keep up with the rapid maneuvers of armored vehicles. A new weapon was needed, something portable yet powerful enough to pierce tank armor. Enter the Simonov PTR, a semi-automatic anti-tank rifle designed to stop the enemy dead in their tracks. The Simonov PTR was a marvel of simplicity and power. It featured a barrel with a muzzle brake and a gas venting system designed for maximum efficiency. Let's break down its key components. The barrel was designed with a unique muzzle brake to reduce recoil, a critical feature for a rifle of this size and power. Unlike bolt-action anti-tank rifles, the Simonov PTR utilized a gas-operated system. This meant that the rifle automatically ejected the spent casing and chambered a new round, increasing the rate of fire and allowing soldiers to maintain rapid fire under intense pressure. For stability, the rifle was equipped with a sturdy bipod. The iron sights allowed for accurate targeting, crucial when aiming for weak points on a tank, like the tracks or vision slits. At the same time, another anti-tank rifle was also in production, the WWII PTRD. Simpler in design but limited by its single-shot capability, the PTRD was easier to manufacture. However, the Simonov PTR offered a distinct advantage with its semi-automatic action, which allowed for quicker follow-up shots. While the WWII was a practical choice for mass production, the Simonov was seen as a more advanced weapon, albeit more complex to build. Despite its advanced design, the Simonov PTR faced significant challenges during mass production. The rush to arm Soviet troops meant that quality control often suffered. Soldiers reported issues such as double firing, jamming, and difficulties extracting spent casings. However, Soviet engineers were quick to address these flaws, refining the design in real time, often right on the battlefield. By late 1942, production had ramped up, and over 63,000 units were delivered to the front lines. With production issues resolved, the Simonov PTR became a crucial asset in the Soviet arsenal. Its cost was reduced by nearly half between 1942 and 1943, making it a practical choice for widespread deployment. The first units to receive the Simonov PTR were those defending Moscow in late 1941. Under the command of General Zhukov, these anti-tank rifle units were deployed in critical positions to halt the German advance. Despite its flaws, the Simonov PTR proved effective, stopping light and medium tanks in their tracks when aimed at weak points. One of the most iconic moments in the Simonov PTR's history was at Dubosekovo, where a Soviet infantry unit armed with anti-tank rifles held off a German tank assault. Out of the 18 tanks that attacked, many were disabled by well-placed shots, demonstrating the devastating potential of these rifles when used effectively. However, the cost was high. Less than a fifth of the defending unit survived. By late 1942, the deployment strategy for the Simonov PTR had evolved. Initially issued to rifle regiments, the rifles were soon concentrated in specialized anti-tank platoons and companies. This change allowed for better coordination with infantry and artillery, creating a layered defense against German tank divisions. The rifle squads were trained to work in tandem with artillery and tank hunter groups. Their role was not only to disable enemy tanks but also to demoralize German crews who now had to contend with the threat of well-aimed anti-tank rifle fire from concealed positions. As the war progressed and Soviet armor improved, the role of anti-tank rifles like the Simonov began to diminish. By 1944, the widespread introduction of the T-34-85 tank, with its improved firepower and larger crew, reduced the need for infantry-carried anti-tank rifles. Many anti-tank rifle units were disbanded, and their soldiers were reassigned as tank crew members. However, the legacy of the Simonov PTR endured. It had bridged a crucial gap between infantry and artillery, providing a vital tool in the Soviet fight against German armor when it was needed most. Today, the Simonov PTR stands as a testament to Soviet ingenuity and the relentless drive to adapt in the face of overwhelming odds. It may not have been perfect, but it was precisely what the Soviet soldiers needed in their darkest hours. Its story is one of innovation, sacrifice, and the brutal realities of war. Thank you for watching. Until next time, comrades, keep your sights steady and your history alive.